Hello. So this is student A. So let's have a think about how this student did. So same thing here. We've got the things that they're marked on. So let's have a look at their use of evidence. So they've got 3 bits of evidence here. That's fine. All good. Let's move on to the important thing. So what do they have to do? They have to respond to the statement. So remember, the question is about whether the story is better than expected by Mr. Fisher, and that his reaction is extreme. So you can focus on one of those, you can focus on both of those. It doesn't really matter as long as you respond to that statement. So has this student responded to that statement? Yes. He said that he's enjoying reading the work, but the word strange makes me think that he's not used to feeling this happy as his class's results have recently been poor. So he's saying there that he agrees that Mr. Fisher wasn't expecting the story to be good. So he's only responded to that little part of the statement. So evaluation of ideas. What are their own ideas about this, about why he thinks this? So this student says that he's expecting a good piece of work by the standards of his class, but also has one eye on the weather outside and wants to get the books marked as quickly as possible. So he's sort of somewhat developing that idea that he's just marking his work, but he wants to get them done quickly. Also here, Mr. Fisher is willing to mark Tibbitt's book to the best he can, as Mr. Fisher sees him as the saving grace in the class. So as well as he's saying that he's not expecting it to be that good, he does understand that that Tibbett is kind of the one that maybe will write the better quality work out of the class. So there's a little bit there, isn't there? Does this student write anything about methods? And no, they don't here. So that's lacking a little bit. You can see here nothing's been highlighted here. The final paragraph is structured as if it was a summary of what he has experienced in the previous few minutes. So they're trying to kind of talk about structure here, but it's not really going into any structural devices that have been used. So it hasn't really got any marks there. So what did you give this? What do the comments say? Clear evaluation in a response to the statement with a range of textual references. Okay, so it did get a 12 out of 20. So that's a sort of a low level 3. So, I mean, 12 marks is, nothing to snivel at. It's good, get them in the bag, goes towards your final mark, but definitely can be improved, which hopefully we will see with some of the other candidates.